All praises to the Most High, AHAYAH, and to his son, AHAYAH, AHAYAH. This is Brother Holly with the first Spirit of Truth broadcast here on the AHAYAH House channel, as well as the House of AHAYAH channel on this set-apart Sabbath day. First and foremost, as always, brothers and sisters, I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to the great I am, he who is, was, and is to come, the Almighty One, AHAYAH, and to his son, AHAYAH, who gave himself for us that we might have life, and that life is in him, AHAYAH. Now, in this first broadcast, my brothers and sisters, we're going to get right to it. We're going to be reading from the Learn Paley Hebrew Torah, Lashwan Kadash Holy Tongue, Yashahai Bible Scriptures. And you will understand why we're using this particular version today in a moment. For this particular version magnifies always the greatness of AHAYAH. All throughout this particular version, the name I am that I am, or AHAYAH, is magnified, and is extolled, and his greatness is extolled. All praises. So when we magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH, we are true MAGA. In these last days, my brothers and sisters, there are two MAGA camps. There's the MAGA camp that wears red hats and worships this country called America. And there are the other MAGAs who don't wear hats. But the praise of the Most High, the great I am, is in their mouth continually. We magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. Now, those who worship America and those who have personified the worship of America into a man that they sat upon the throne, who he claims to be his self-proclaimed king of. They set him on a throne, and this man said that he and he alone is the only one that can save America. Now, if you worship this country and the ideals of this country, that sounds real good. But what do the scriptures say? There's a way that seems right to a man, but that way leads to death. If you're in that red hat wearing crowd of Magites, and you worship this country and the man who is seated on the throne of it at the present moment, then you're an idolater. And no idolater shall enter into the kingdom. We are the true MAGA, my brothers and sisters, who worship AHAYAH in spirit and in truth. We magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. So we're going to read from the scriptures. Turn to Psalms 34. That's where we'll begin. And as we're reading from the scriptures, remember what the scriptures are saying to us today. And keep this as your watchwords going forward. Know in your heart forever and a day, you are the true MAGA. And the one that deserves worship is the one we worship. All praises. This is Psalms 34. Let's start reading at verse 1. I will bless AHAYAH at all times, and his praise shall continually be in my mouth. Does that not solidify for you in one verse? We're going to read several, but one verse has solidified the magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. If no other verse does that, if no other verse describes true MAGA, this one does. I'll read it again. Psalms 34:1. I will bless AHAYAH at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul, verse 2, my soul shall make his boast in AHAYAH, and in AHAYAH. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. We're going to see right now, if this broadcast is infuriating you, you're not humble. But if this broadcast is making your heart leap within you, then you are the people of AHAYAH, and his spirit is dwelling in you, and you are a humble servant. He said he will be with the humble. A humble and contrite spirit he will not refuse. We're going to see who's humble today. Oh, praises. Verse 3, this is Psalm 34:3. Oh, magnify AHAYAH with me. Let us exalt his name together. If you don't know the Most High's name, how you going to exalt it with us? This is for all my Hebraic brothers and sisters who are still worshiping after the golden calf, calling that golden calf by that blasphemous name that they call on. Over in your YHWH. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking to. Listen, I ain't mad at you. We all have been misled. We've all been deceived. We've all done things we shouldn't have done and believed things we shouldn't have believed. But I am here to help you today. Turn to Exodus chapter 3. Moses asked a question, my brother and sister. And the Most High's answer wasn't the YHWH, now was it? When Moses asked the Most High, what is your name that I may tell your people? He said, my AHAYAH, AHAYAH. You tell them, AHAYAH has sent me unto you. If you ever confused about what the Most High's name is, Exodus chapter 3, verse 14. You can read it for yourself. Let's continue. Psalms 34:3. Oh, magnify AHAYAH with me. Let us exalt his name together. I sought AHAYAH and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. Will you highlight? What are they trying to do to you right now in this country, my brothers and sisters? Trying to magnify your fears. We're not going to magnify our fears, brothers and sisters. We're going to magnify AHAYAH. Praises. And he's going to deliver us from our fears. Did he not say, I am Yah, and I will teach you how to profit and show you the way to go? Oh, they can take away your job. They can take away everything. They can take away everything that can be taken, and he's still going to provide for you. All praises. Verse 5, they looked upon him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. Will you highlight? Anybody put their trust in him, it will not be ashamed. Put your trust in AHAYAH today. Be true MAGA today. Magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. And part of his greatness is his willingness and his ability to take care of you. No matter the situation, no matter the circumstance, he can take care of you and your household. Praises. Verse 6, the poor man cries, and AHAYAH heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of AHAYAH encamped around them that fear him and deliver them. Will you highlight? You ain't alone, child. If you fear and worship and serve AHAYAH, his angels are camped around you and deliver you. You've been daily loaded up with benefits. Praises. Be true MAGA today. Magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. Oh, taste and see. Verse 8. Oh, taste and see that AHAYAH is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. Will you highlight? Next verse. Oh, fear AHAYAH, you his saints, or set apart ones. For there is no want to them that fear him. Oh, listen. There's no want. AHAYAH is my shepherd, I shall not want. He will withhold no good thing from those that walk uprightly. I'm here to help you, child. I'm here to help you, child. Walk in holiness before him. Walk in righteousness before him. Walk in fear before him. And he will hold no good thing from you. Do you understand that he understands what a good thing is, what isn't? Is it a good thing or a bad thing to have a place to stay? Is it a good thing or a bad thing to have food to eat? Is it a good thing or a bad thing to have water to drink? Is it a good thing or a bad thing to have money in abundance? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? You explain. Because he doesn't. He knows it's a good thing. He's the one who daily loads you up with benefits. We're told to pray, give me this day my daily bread. He said, okay, got you. When have you ever lacked anything when you trust in him? Never. I'll read it again. O fear AHAYAH, verse 9. This is Psalm 34:9. O fear AHAYAH, you his saints, and there is no want to them that fear him. The young lion do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek AHAYAH shall not want any good thing. Will you highlight? Wow, and I just said that. Didn't I just say that? Wow. Come, you children, hearken unto me, and I will teach you to fear AHAYAH. Come, children, listen to me, and I'll teach you to fear him. I'll teach you to worship him. I'll teach you to honor him. I'll teach you to magnify him always. All praises to AHAYAH. I'll teach you that. I'll read it again. Come to you, children, hearken unto me, and I will teach you to fear AHAYAH. What man is he that desires life and loves many days, that he may see good? Bro, I'm that man. I want to see life. I want to see good days. Don't you, child? Well, let's find out how to do it. I read verse 12 again. This is Psalm 34:12. What man is he that desires life? Hope it's you. And loves many days. Hope it's you. That he may see good. Hope it's you. It's me. Hope it's you. Keep your tongue from evil. Keep your tongue from worshiping false MAGA. Keep your tongue from worshiping the idol. Keep your tongue from worshiping the devil. Because behind every idol is the devil. Verse 13, Psalm 34:13. Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking guile. Your lips from speaking trickery. Every time fake MAGA opens his mouth, the idol that MAGA's in behind, their self-proclaimed idol, the one who said out of his own lips, I'm the only one that can save this place. Boy, the cyber attacks are getting advanced. They knocked my camera off. Woo! You're making a difference, child. I'll read it again, Psalm 34:13. Keep your tongue from evil. You want to see good days and love life and see good days? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking no guile. Depart from evil and do good. It's a good thing to magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. That's a good thing. To be true MAGA is a good thing. That's to magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. Praises. Depart from evil, the fake MAGA, and do good, true MAGA. Seek peace and pursue it. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of AHAYAH. Oh, praises. Oh, he will keep you at perfect peace when your mind stay on him. Magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH, and you shall have peace. All praises. The eyes of AHAYAH upon the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry. You want to make sure your prayers are heard. Walk before him in righteousness. Walk before him as he told your father and my father, Abraham. Walk before me and be perfect. Didn't a Messiah tell you to be perfect as well? To be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect? Yes, he did. Why are you going to let sin be your ruin, child? Magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH, and sin won't be your ruin. Wow. The eyes of AHAYAH are upon the righteous. This is Psalm 34:15. And his ears open to their cry. The face of AHAYAH is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. Help me understand, child. The fake MAGAs, they're going to be destroyed. It says right there. But true MAGA gonna flourish. I'll read it again. The face of AHAYAH is against them that do evil, against them that open their mouth and speak evil, putting praise and honor and worship to fake MAGA. Worshiping this concept of the American dream. Worshiping the man who says, I'm the only one that can save America. They stand and clap for him every time he walk around. They bow before him. They genuflex. And we found out what happened when you don't. He'll cut your funding. If you don't, yes, sir, boss, to him. But we ain't going to yes, sir, boss to him. We're going to receive our benefits from the one who provides everything. Praises. Psalm 34:16. The face of AHAYAH is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and AHAYAH hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. Listen, all your troubles. Are you in trouble? They say, we're going to cut you. We're going to take your job. Are you in trouble by that? Most High going to deliver you out of that. We're gonna take your money. Are you troubled by that? Most High going to deliver you from that. Listen, just like when Peter and the Messiah had a tax bill, what did he tell Peter to do? Go fishing. First fish you catch, get the coin out of his mouth and pay your taxes and mine. If the Most High got to send you fishing, child, to pay the light bill, he'll send you fishing. If the Most High has to command the ravens to bring you bread and meat, they'll do it. Oh, praises. Nobody playing with these people no more. No, I told you a couple of weeks ago, children, we're in AHAYAH's economy now. Oh, praises. Just got to let him know. Open your mouth and he'll fill it. Oh, praises. Psalm 34:17. The righteous cry, and AHAYAH hears and delivers them out of their troubles. AHAYAH is nigh to them that are of a broken heart, and save such as be of a contrite spirit. Didn't I say if you're a humble and contrite spirit, he will not refuse you. It's more cyber attacks. AHAYAH, verse 18, Psalm 34:18. AHAYAH is nigh to them that are a broken heart, and save such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but AHAYAH delivereth them out of them all. He keeps all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked. Evil gonna slay the red hat wearer. I'm sorry. If this is revelatory to you, I'm sorry. If this hurt I'm sorry. But I gotta read. I'm just reading the book. Listen, I'm just reading the book. You can see it. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. I'm just reading the book. Okay, so you can't throw a rock at me. I'm just reading the book. Oh, praises. I'll read it again. Woo! Many are the afflictions of the righteous. This is Psalm 34:19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but AHAYAH delivered them out of them all. He keeps all his bones. None of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Fake MAGA gonna hate on real MAGA. Those that magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH, fake MAGA gonna hate you. They're gonna hate you. They're gonna hate on this video. They're gonna hate on it. I guarantee it. Because they're being exposed for the hypocrites and idolaters they are. Verse 22. This is Psalm 34:22. AHAYAH redeems the souls of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Look, it's going to come down to it. If you trust him, you'll be fine. If you trust in fake MAGA, you're going to be destroyed, simply put. Desolation and destruction to them, blessing and deliverance to you. Wow. We got one more chapter. Psalms. I thought it was 135, maybe 143. Oh, no, Psalms 145. I'm sorry. Psalms 145. Let's start reading at verse 1. I will extol you, my most high power, O King. I will bless your name forever and ever. Every day will I bless you. And I will praise their name forever and ever. We holler. This is Psalms 145, verse 1 and 2. I'll read verse 2 again. Every day will I bless you, and I will praise your name forever and ever. We magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. Verse 3, this is Psalm 145 and 3. Great is AHAYAH and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. Great is AHAYAH, and we're to magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. We're to magnify that all the time. One generation shall praise your works to another and shall declare your mighty acts. That's what we do. That's how you magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH, by declaring his mighty acts to the next generation, to this and the next generation. Oh, praises. These broadcasts, if AHAYAH wills to be so that I live, his son Terry and the earth remain, these broadcasts, this broadcast right here will be echoed through time and eternity. As long as YouTube exists, this broadcast will be on there. Wow. And the message ain't going to change because I just read the book. It ain't going to change. Remember, magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. True MAGA. All praises. I'm so glad the Most High woke me up with this. Psalm 145 and 6. 145 and 5. I will speak of your glorious honor, of your majesty, and of your wonderful works. And men shall speak of the might of your terrible acts. And I will declare your greatness. Will you highlight? They shall abundantly utter the memory of your great goodness, and shall sing of your righteousness. Will you highlight? What? The cyber attacks are coming. They're just different now. AHAYAH is gracious. Verse 8, this is Psalm 145, 8. AHAYAH is gracious and full of compassion, slow to anger, and of great mercy. We're to be telling this to each other. We're to be telling it. Verse 9, AHAYAH is good to all, and his tender mercies are over all his works. All your works shall praise you, O AHAYAH, and your saints shall bless you. They shall speak of the glory of your kingdom and talk of your power, to make known to the sons of men his mighty acts and the glorious majesty of his kingdom. Will you highlight? That's our message. That's how you magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH, by talking about the kingdom to come. All praises. 145:13. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and your dominion endures through all generations. Listen, fake MAGA, they got less than 4. They got 3 years of some change, and it's gonna all come crumbling down. Why? Because their self-proclaimed king can't sit on the throne much longer. His day is numbered. His last day could be tomorrow. I don't know. But I know this: the lifespan of the wicked they get cut short. So I'll just leave that out there. AHAYAH said that too. So I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. But that's just me. I'll read it again. This is Psalm 145:13. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and your dominion endures throughout all generations. AHAYAH upholds all that fall and raises up all those that be bowed down. So when the fake MAGA try to, listen to us with the key, AHAYAH gonna give you back strength. He gonna uplift you in that moment. The eyes of all wait upon you, and you give them their meat in due season. I told you to take care of you. You open your hand and satisfy the desires of every living thing. AHAYAH is righteous in all his ways and holy in all his works. Will you highlight? He's righteous in all his ways and holy in all his works. If you walk in righteousness and holiness, you'll be walking in his ways and following his works. All praises. You missed that, I know. AHAYAH is nigh to all them that call upon him, and all that call upon him in truth. If you don't know his name, how you calling on him? If you ain't never heard his name before, you're hearing it today. But how were you calling on him before? You didn't know his name. You call him all kinds of stuff. G-O-D, L-O-R-D, by the technogram. You call him everything. I'll read it again. AHAYAH is nigh to all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them. Will you highlight? AHAYAH preserveth all them that love him, but all the wicked he will destroy. Will you highlight? He preserves his saints. He destroys the wicked ones. He preserves true MAGA, the ones that magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH, but the fake ones who worship this country and the one they sat on the throne of it. Oh yeah, they worship it. Don't let nobody fool you. One of them made a gold idol to them in 2021. They made a gold idol unto him in 2021. Wow. I read it again. Psalm 145:20. AHAYAH preserves all them that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy. My mouth shall speak of the praise of AHAYAH, and let all flesh bless his holy name forever, ever, ever. So be it. All praises. Close the book. Children, magnify always the greatness of AHAYAH. Be true MAGA, and AHAYAH himself shall deliver you. All praises to the Most High, AHAYAH, and to his son, Yahayah Shah, Hamashiach, Yadah, Hayah.